Going on, people? Codename loveone, Reflex. So if you hadn't realised already, YouTube has just deleted 500 videos of mine, 4 years worth of work. That is the third channel they've decided to delete. 3 strikes and you're out. I believe the video that got taken down was one about face nappies. I won't go into it here. On a separate note, people, please go and subscribe to my channel, which is loveone777. I'll leave the link in the description somewhere. So there is a backup channel also called Reflex Baits, and don't forget to go over and check out my Telegram group where all the band content is, and also odyssey.com. all my band YouTube videos end up there as well. Anyway, today's video is going to be talking or listening to this woman talking about past lives, and she said something very interesting, and anyone who wants to dispute this truth is deluded, okay? And if you want to argue with truth, good luck to you. So, in Lakesh, meaning I am another you. Now obviously there are levels to that. So at the highest level, that is the truth. I have a friend of mine, close friend of mine, who told me once, he's hilarious basically, but he was speaking the truth, and he said that he'd lived a life of Henry VIII. And of course he has, but so have I. The point is, you've lived all lives. They're all you. That is the truth. I've lived every life there is to live. That is the truth, whether you want to deny it or not. That's the highest truth. And we're going to listen to this lady here, who is talking with Mika Dank, who I really can't get into, mate. He's a Freemason, and he looks like a small hat as well. There is truth on his channel, of course, and you know, great, doing what he's doing, exposing some of the lies, brilliant. But why the fuck have you got to join the Brotherhood? Is it because you like little boys? We'll leave that one there. Anyway, Mika Dank. Yeah, so this lady's about to give you the example I just gave you, that of course at the highest level it's all you. Therefore you've lived every fucking life there is to live in the multiverse, off-world, other dimensional, on-world. You know, let's focus on this dimension here, this realm, the Matrix. So you've been Cleopatra, Hitler, fucking Marilyn Monroe, a beggar, a thief, a murderer. Of course you fucking have. Anyone that wants to dispute that is insane. They're retarded. They haven't got a clue what they're fucking talking about. That's the highest level, okay? You've lived every life there is to live. So people trying to say that they're not from source, or that they've only had one life, this is low-level consciousness, mate. Low-level consciousness, okay? On a lower level, maybe you've only incarnated once, but that's the lowest level. On the highest level, you've lived every life there is to live. So let's listen to this lady explain that, basically.
Now another level of themselves. So people ask me sometimes, like, what if I want to believe that all of this is just me and my higher self working with myself to heal myself? And I'm like, that's true. That is true. That is what's going on. And if you want to look at it another way, that's your actual ancestor who lived an actual life, and they're here supporting you in this way. It's really up to you. And this is why I think for some people it can be confusing, and for other people it can be really freeing to understand those things. So I had a situation this past week, and this might be the post you're referring to actually on my Substack. And this is what I asked my guides and allies about, and then I channeled the message through that might be the message you're talking about when you brought up the, newsletter. And so in this experience, it was exactly like, I think I've had like 7 or 8 past life memories come up, all of them spontaneously. I don't personally go looking for my own experiences because I know my soul will just drop them in my lap right when I'm ready to deal with whatever the associated trauma or healing or message or lesson is. So I don't go looking, but this one was exactly like all the other past life memories I've had. I experienced this life as my own. I understood, many aspects of it, memories of it, information that was beyond, our understanding supposedly. But it was a person, and I knew this in the moment, that was alive right now in 2023 as we're speaking. And so I came kind of back to our regular waking consciousness, and I was very confused. I was like, why did I have that experience? I feel like I'm spying, but I had that same feeling like that was me. I'm doing that right now, but I'm me right now.
Like, is it? Not really, but you could call it kind of like a remote viewing experience in a sense, can't you?
It would be if I were, because I remote view also, and it would be if I were my consciousness looking at that consciousness. I could still get all the same information. But no, I was that person. Wow. Very different point of view, very different experience. So I asked, again, my guides and allies, like, what the hell is happening now? What is this, and what is the point of it? And that message that came through that day, maybe you read it or maybe you didn't, but they were explaining essentially what I just shared, which I already had an understanding of, but I've never experienced it in this way like I did that day. And that is at the highest level, we are all each other, however people want to describe it, right? And I know that, and I've known that for years, but now I know it because I experienced it in my actual consciousness and body.
There's one thing to understand something, and there's another thing to manifest it physically. Just really
exactly.
Look, we know this, and all.
Anyone who's used plant medicine or had any kind of awakening experience will know that to be the truth. So what you do to another, you do to yourself, right? On the highest level. Now on a lower level, of course, if someone's attacking you, don't take shit. You don't take any shit, right? But just know, on a higher level, something's playing out. And of course this realm is infested with parasites and entities, and all returns to source. So what is the purpose of these parasites, and what's their agenda? Well, it may well be malicious and nefarious. I mean, it's quite obvious that it is, but yeah. So be aware, what you do to others, you do to yourself. Because, really, on a higher level, it's all you, mate. It's all you. It's all you. Dispute the truth all you wish.